Hello, everybody. This is the wood where you get what? Miss Missy. I called you Missy.
Flashbacks.
Raisin.
Wood, it's so good.
Yes, indeed. Damn, I guess because I actually seen Missy in the chat room the other night on tab. I guess, I don't know. Anyways, whatever, dude. Nobody showed up besides Raisin. And
And nobody.
Derek was supposed to be here. He canceled last minute, like literally 12 minutes before start time. John Morgan hadn't contacted me or anything, so he can fuck himself and catch cancer.
Oh shit. We have people in chat. Hey Vlad. Hey.
Coronavirus saves him.
Hey, you leave Mr. Ape alone. I like the Mr. Ape.
Everybody's all right. They're all beneath me. I'm a TikTok star.
Superstar.
212,000 followers now. I'm proud of that.
Shit.
Yeah, it's so different coming from there and over here now. It's like coming over there, everybody fucking like, oh, you're so awesome, and over here you got 5 people watching.
But they're 5 awesome people.
It's weird. Yeah, they're awesome people, but they're so weird.
I'm weird.
You're not weird. You're just stupid.
I'm really weird.
I'm pissed off.
Better than being pissed on.
No, that's not true. I quite enjoy a good PM. I quite enjoy a good PM, baby. So what is going on here? Why is that doing that? Oh, you fucking idiot. Not me, not you, me. Okay, let me try this now. Okay, here it goes. So, Ivana Trump died.
What now?
Ivana Trump.
Oh shit.
Donald Trump's first wife.
Yes.
Yeah, she kicked the bucket. She did. And apparently, Elon Musk's daddy reveals that he had a second kid with his 35-year-old stepdaughter, who he's raised since she was 4 years old.
All right. We live in a strange world.
Yeah, dude, if you raised this girl, I mean, she was 4 years old. That is you cross the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cross. He had a child with her. I wonder what Elon thinks about all that shit.
Oh man, pop culture kills me. Of all kinds. Like news, all of it. Like I just don't even know what we're doing anymore.
Well, that's really not pop culture. That's just weird.
What's that? Stop mumbling. What'd you say?
What?
Sounded like you said bearded at the end there. What did you say?
I said weird.
Yes. It feels
What the
like
fuck is wrong with you?
What?
Are you taking drugs?
Not yet. That might be the problem. And I was trying to answer chat.
Don't worry about chat.
I like chat. If you don't chat with chat, chat leaves.
Fuck chat.
You want me to?
As soon as you come to chat.
Ape says his harem is full, so I don't know if he's going to take up that offer there.
Well, maybe. You never know.
You never do know.
You never know. I got people sharing all kinds of videos with me on there. They all want me to respond to shit.
Go on a response spree.
Well, it's the stitches, which is good. That's where it's easier that way for me. That way I don't have to go looking for all these videos. And it's just like they come to me now. It's pretty good. I do like it though. I do like that people are starting to tag me and shit. So it is easier to come up with material that
I
way.
still think you should do a dog groomer where they shave one of the dogs. You can make it funny. I don't know what you would do, but you can make it funny.
I can make anything funny, Raisin.
That's what I'm saying. Make it funny.
I'm a professional.
Use a pathetism.
I'm a professional. What's up, Gage? How you doing? And we ain't got nobody watching. Probably 2 people.
We have cool people in chat. Quality or quantity? 3. 3.
One of them's us.
No, well then 4 or 5.
I don't know. 5. Not them, but the people that ain't.
Is Vlad not a viewer? Is
Do
he
what?
a viewer?
Vlad doesn't count. Now, he's from Tennessee. Tennessee sucks.
You suck.
I do.
I heard. That's a lot of dicks.
My brother shared me your TikTok about hot dogs yesterday. Okay, yeah. That one's got over 1 million views now. That video does. Yeah. Shit, I like them goddamn roller dogs.
Roller dogs? You make
Yeah.
them sound 70s disco dogs.
Yeah. You know the ones you get for like QT and all that shit.
They're like some.
I like this shit, man. Them tornadoes.
I'm down.
I like them cheeseburger sticks. It's like,
I
your
like the
truck
cheeseburger.
driver, I'm all over the place. Switch to tonight. Okay, cool, Colonel. I need to quit calling him that. I've been calling him that forever. Carnivorous. I always call it coronavirus monkey. I gotta go, but I ain't gonna reach. I never reach the goals on here anymore. Because YouTube hates me. But the goal is $75. Oh Lord, I was gonna say 150, but ain't nobody here. Anyways, if you can help me, I appreciate it. I don't know. We may not even last that long tonight, to be honest with you. Thinking about we got other people here. The roller dogs are good. Gas station hot dogs get a bad rap. People used to think they use boiled hot dogs in unleaded gas. Okay.
They might have used to, though.
I think the fucking jalapeno cheddar dogs are awesome.
See, I like the jalapeno cheddar sausages that I get from the farmer's market. I'm gonna sound like a freaking hippie right now. Like, you get the turkey sausages with spinach and feta too. Like, there's some damn good sausages. Like, get that shit in a nice spicy sausage, like a nice jalapeno cheddar sausage.
Yeah. Hells to the gazelles. But yeah, it's. I don't know why I did it, because I was just irritated today. I was in a bad mood today, and I was at the gas station pumping gas. I looked over and they had one of those stickers. Joe Biden points, and I did that. I tore it off. I didn't rip it off. What I should do is make a picture and have all the bodies that died during the coronavirus and put Trump and point it that I did that.
Man, I don't even know. People are so ridiculous. I've never seen one of those stickers. I've heard you mention them for a while.
Oh, dude, I see them every fucking where. Yeah, but I'll go to this. I mainly go to one gas station. But I've seen them on 2 different gas stations. But yeah, there's Red Eye. Finally, somebody else. But yeah, I've seen them in two different places. What's up, Red?
Howdy, folks. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's okay, man. John Morgan didn't even show up. Dirk canceled 10 minutes before the show, so fuck them two in the ass. About where about.
He called me no one and was going to stop the show early, Red.
Wow.
He's so mean.
You are no one. Hey, I have 212,000 followers on TikTok. I'm somebody.
Because you're so famous doesn't mean you have to be mean.
You know what? It's funny though, because I hate people. I like fucking with y'all, and I like fucking with other people. Like saying I'm funny, but it's weird. Like when I'm in live, people the way they come in, they start like fucking all this praise and stuff. I feel weird. Because when I'm doing it to myself, just being an ass to people, it's cool. But when people are actually acting like I'm famous, it's like what?
Crazy.
I don't know what to say to it.
Hi.
Like, I'm just a fat guy.
Tell me to give you money.
I do. It don't work.
Tell me to give me some money too.
Yeah, I need to do that for sure.
Yeah,
But it is weird. Anyways, but I wanted to talk about a TikTok that I've seen, but I forgot exactly what it was. But it was this old lady, and she's on there, and God damn it, I can't remember exactly what she said, but the basis of it was that Joe Biden, which you've heard this kind of bullshit before, but Joe Biden was really dead.
Like weekend attorneys.
And what we're seeing is like a hologram, basically.
Well, they would make a better hologram than that, wouldn't they?
You think?
Wouldn't the hologram be awake and not need a cue card for where to sit?
You think? But it's like, whether you like Joe Biden or not, I really don't care because, I'm not a fan either, but that's just stupid.
Yeah, look, it's a pretty good hologram because Secret Service can interact with it when the hologram falls off its bike while it's out riding its bike, and the Secret Service run over, pick everybody up, and go, and
I didn't know that. I can't say for what detail, like word for word, what she said, but she was really into it, and it was just fucking like, you're so stupid.
Yeah, because they must be like a hard light hologram from Red Dwarf where they can actually touch stuff because photons and stuff, no mass light can't interact with matter like we can. That's nice. It's America's number one export fucking goddamn conspiracy theories.
Oh, dude, there's so many. And the thing about it is though, like I don't mind like real Republicans. Like I may disagree with them on policies and shit, but I'll talk to them and I'll discuss it. But dude, and I know they got you far left too. This fucking psycho too. Don't get me wrong, but it seems like since Trump, these motherfuckers have went off that goddamn rocker, man.
Well, they were all in the Tea Party shit too.
Both sides are as
both sides are nuts. Don't get me wrong, both sides are nuts. But there's always been the wacky left. The conservatives have just gotten really, not all conservatives, but like the Trump crowd is like fucking nuts.
And Antifa, hello? Shutting down a fucking city for 6 weeks until they went down the mayor's fucking street, and all of a sudden the police fucking do their job after 6 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. I said there's always been. That's what I said. There's always been the crazies over there.
No. Extreme. The fringes on both sides have gotten really extreme.
I'm sorry, but there was nothing like Antifa in the fucking 80s and 90s, mate. I'm sorry, but the extreme left has gone fucking whack too.
Oh, they're cuckoo.
I'm gonna start calling it the alt left actually, because if they want to demonize conservatives, I'm gonna start demonizing fucking lefties too. So the alt left and the alt right are both fucked. There
But it
you
was
go.
always the leftists, though, that had the conspiracies. That's what I'm talking about. They were always a little bit cuckoo with weird conspiracies and all that.
Well,
But here lately, it seems like the conservatives are getting just as bad with the conspiracies. And then it's just like, it's nuts, too, like praying over a golden fucking troll. The way they worship Nick Fuentes is out. It's fucking nuts.
that's a very small group of people.
They worship that guy, though.
Well, you know what you should do? Make a fucking video and put shit on him and fucking point out why people shouldn't fucking do it and slap them on YouTube.
No. Well, I may do it on YouTube.
Why not?
Yes,
No, seriously, if you got something to fucking say,
I'm
why
saying
not make a video?
now.
No, make a fucking scripted video like you fucking used to do. People miss that shit. You used to fucking have great rants, dude, and it's not jumping on the fucking hate train and causing drama and all of that shit.
Yeah. No, that part is that. That's
commentating and critiquing fucking Nick Fuentes is bullshit.
I agree with that. I agree.
You should. And I'm going to say it because plenty of people have said it to me. They miss old school pimp rants, mate, and it wouldn't hurt to see one pop up now and again. Just putting it out there.
No, I mean.
You're pretty good at
shit like that. I will do. I mean, I'll do shit like that right now.
You should
I'll do
fucking
shit,
sit down.
But I won't get
Write
the
a
other
script.
stuff. But yeah, the rant, that kind of stuff I'll do. Yeah.
Seriously, your scripted
I
shit.
just said I'll do it, motherfucker.
Well, I'm just saying. I used to really. That's why I used to start. How I first started watching. You'd go on these fucking cool little fucking 10-minute rants and have all these hit points, and that's
I'm the best. But right now, and yeah, I'll do that. But I'll just But
want to
mainly
point
what
out
I'm
that
focused on. Oh no, you made a good point. You really did. I ain't gonna lie to you. But mainly what I'm focusing on right now, and I said mainly, I don't mean I won't do other stuff. But mainly what I'm focused on is the goofy comedy. And
no,
it's
dude,
working.
here's the thing. Pimp on YouTube, the Pimp YouTube channel is definitely a different animal to your TikTok shit.
I actually talked about that today on a TikTok live. I said, because somebody said, well, you discussed it because they wanted me to talk about some political shit. I said, if you want me to see me talk about shit like that, then you go to my YouTube channel.
All right, I'm going to do something crazy here. I'm going to issue a challenge and place a bet. $5 says that if you spend a week scripting a video and then spend another week shooting and editing it and upload it on your YouTube channel, and it's an old school pimp rant, it'll be the biggest fucking video you'll have in 3 years. It'll be the biggest. It'll be the most watched video you've had in the last 3 years. I'll fucking guarantee it.
Well, mostly on YouTube,
I fucking guarantee it on YouTube. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I was saying it's got to be pretty big the ones on TikTok. Because I got fucking 4 million views over on TikTok now on one video.
Well, that's why I said YouTube.
Because I'm a goddamn icon. I'm a legend.
I'm putting a nice big divider between the two right now. Like I said, it's a different animal, and I'm just issuing a challenge. If you're up for it, cool. If not,
I ain't gonna do it. But anyways, well, you said something about scripting. Yeah, I bet I can count on both hands how many times I've scripted the video. What I do, I've never scripted. What I do is get bullet points, like talking point target, and then I just, because I'm an improv guy. I've always been an improv guy. You've
got a list of shit that you got to hit.
Exactly.
I actually said hit list of things you hit when you're going on your rant.
Yeah,
that's scripted.
That's
in
what
your
I
head.
do.
You don't
boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't sit down and write out what you got, but you have a start, middle, end.
Yes, and you know how I come up with that. How I came up with that is, and you think this is so you're not now. You won't think it's goofy, but other people will, because you know that I'm an old school pro wrestling fan, right? Not new school, but old school.
Yeah.
And that is the way old school wrestling matches used to be put together. The booker, the guy who would create the match, would give the two guys the beginning and the end. What they did in the middle was all up to them. So that's kind of how I did my videos. I would have the big talking point here, the big talking point here, and then I'd let my mind go wherever the fuck I wanted to go. Make sense? Yes, not.
No, sorry, I was just reading chat. No, dude, I know what you mean. I was there. I used to watch the vids.
But anyways, You know Alana died, don't you?
Yeah, I'm genuinely sad because I know what it feels like to lose your mum, and it's
Yeah.
so nothing but I
Exactly,
hope she rests in
exactly.
peace, and I hope
Yeah.
the kids sort of
Absolutely.
have good memories of their mum.
Did you
and
hear
I hope,
about it? Did you hear about Elon's daddy though? I mean, I talked about this with Razor a little bit when I
No.
get your opinion. Oh my God, dude, this is fucked up.
All right,
Apparently, Elon's father. Elon's got a stepsister that Elon's father has been raising since she was 4 years old. Well, she's 35 now, and they just had a baby together.
Ooh.
Is that the girl he's been dating?
Elon's father, not Elon. This is Elon's father.
Well,
What?
Elon Musk is a fucking unit, and
the first time
just doesn't. I'm not overly surprised. It's not a good thing, obviously.
It's weird.
It's definitely now. Oh shit! What's that fucking actor that started banging his fucking? Oh Jesus Christ! I forget the fucking dickhead's name. Woody. That's right. Oh Jesus! He's pulled a Woody. No, don't do that. That's not cool.
that was a little bit worse. A little bit.
Just a wee bit, but
now, Gage, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Gage. I don't think the Trump voters give a fuck if they prove he broke the law. The Trump voters don't give a fuck. Now, the Republican Party may give a fuck, but man, that dude could piss on a 3-year-old, and they would say he had a reason to do it.
Here's what I hope, that any patriotic American, whether they be a Republican or a Democrat, see the evidence is being provided on what Trump did around that insurrection and what and how much he contributed to it all, and make up their own fucking mind. I've heard enough to go, oh damn, I hope they fucking put you in prison, son. Will they do that? For that, I don't know, but here's what they're going to probably do to Trump. They're going to Capone the fuck out of him. What do I mean by Capone? How did they get Al Capone? They didn't get him for murder. They didn't get him for any of that shit. They got him for tax evasion.
Yeah.
Right? And knowing Trump, I'd say Trump's tax evasion will make fucking Al Capone's tax evasion look like a fart in a bubble bath on a lovely spring morning. Right?
That sounds sweet.
Yeah. My point is you're probably not going to notice the bubble from the fart in the bubble bath or the smell because of the lovely scented bubbles.
The bubbles.
Unless it's a really good fart, then it will just destroy the bubbly sense of the
Unless it's a really good fart. And that's the shit we hear on the woods.
Industrial strength fucking farts will overcome most bubble baths, sadly.
You say farts really sexy. Farts.
You've just weirded me out. Now I don't want to be on the show.
I like the way you said it, though. And it's not making fun of your accent. I think it's sexy. Farts.
Fucking weirdo.
Farts.
You're strange.
Raisin, wouldn't that make you ejaculate if you looked at you?
Wait.
Farts.
Exciting news.
What?
The judge replied to Amber Heard's legal team's request to overturn the decision, and the judge went, I'm going to use an Australian term here. Here's the word. It's garn. I will use it in a sentence now for you. Garn get fucked.
Oh, garn get yeah, I'm trying to do it here, too.
Right, so the judge went, fuck off. Now, apparently one of the big sticking points was one of the jurors wasn't actually supposed to be a juror. There's a father and son, both share the same name. The son's got the fucking papers and served in his father's stead.
Oh, shit.
No, perfectly fine, because here's the thing. No one realised, no one gave a shit. It wasn't like Johnny Depp's team worked out that dude's son would be a better juror than the dude's dad. Let's make it happen. It just happened out of everyone's control, and there was no ill will or ill intent, and he served on the jury adequately. So the judge went, he's cool. So that argument's out the window, and you have not presented one single fucking reason why I should overturn this decision. Piss off. So they're now free to take it to the Supreme Court or whatever. But I
like 10 days to appeal.
Yeah, I hope they don't, because I hope they do.
I hope they do, because then they have to put up the bond, and if they put up the bond and lose the appeal, then Johnny actually gets paid. Do you think
all right.
she's gonna pay if she doesn't have to put that shit up as a bond and she loses on appeal? She wouldn't. She can't get.
Stop saying Johnny like you know him, like you third cousin.
Mr. Depp.
God damn.
Arr, Macy.
He said Amber.
No, that's good. John,
Actually, when we're talking about Mr. Depp, we should just start going. Bum, 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 bum. No.
I still put my dick in Amber Heard.
Actually, I saw the Pirates of the Caribbean theme played on 3 Tesla coils, and it was the coolest fucking thing I've seen, other than this video that I watched, and it was the world's 10 biggest
3
fireworks. 3 Tesla coils, you ninny.
Yeah, we weren't talking about you this time.
All right. You know those objects where people run incredible amounts of electricity through them and they actually arc out and start going bzzzt? Well, it turns out you can control the frequency of the buzzing sound and make fucking music with it. And it's really cool. And people go, oh, that's not real. And it's like, no, it's actually real, and it sounds way louder in person than it does when it's being recorded. It's fucking awesome.
That does sound pretty cool.
It is. And they do it with electric motors and all sorts of cool shit. You can play music with just about anything. You can control and alternate the frequency on it to alternate the pitch of the sound. Bam. But yeah, these fireworks though, holy fucking shit. They were, imagine a basketball, but then make it about twice as big as a basketball, and that was the firework, and they load it into these tubes and then shoot them up in the air a couple of 100 meters, and then they detonate them like, well, it's just a massive fucking explosion, but it's pretty. I didn't know they made fireworks that big, but holy shit. And the other thing I learned about fireworks is that in America, you can buy a box that's preloaded with 240 fucking skyrockets. Sit it down somewhere and just light the fuse, and it'll set off. It's a fireworks display in a box ready to go. You just walk in, grab it off the shelf, and go 200 and something fireworks display. You light the fuse once and run like a son of a bitch.
Just there was a video of these people had these like really big fucking fireworks, and it went crazy and started shooting up the goddamn car, got on fire, all kind of shit.
The size of the fireworks that I was looking at last night, if you shot it at a car, you'd destroy the car. They're massive explosions. Like, I was in awe of how big these. I've never seen a fucking firework like it. And most of these things were actually let off in Italy, of all places. I thought America would hold the big boy record. It was like Italy and China also love blowing shit up.
Yeah, I've seen some China stuff before. That's pretty cool, yeah.
The fucking Italians, I had no idea they were so enamored with explodey things, but they had the biggest boom booms. Like these mortars they were lobbing up. It was just some dude that was putting on a show, and he was lobbing them up one at a time, and he was detonating them. It was like, that'd take out half a city block, that fucking thing. It was so awesome. Everyone's snitching on Trump. Yeah, well, I wonder what Steve Bannon said. Did you hear Trump tried to also contact a fucking witness that hasn't testified yet? Whoopsie.
Oh, really?
That could get him in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Because if he tried to interfere with the testimony of a witness, now the witness did not take the call and instantly notified the authorities. I'd say, yeah, listen, I'm hoping it was Steve Bannon. I'm hoping Bannon comes out and just drops bombshell after bombshell and just sinks him. If this is a game of Battleship, I want Bannon to come out and just carpet bomb the entire board. Because he's going to have some dirt, that son of a bitch. And if the authorities were smart, they waited till they got enough on him to squeeze him like a right fucking melon till he just about popped and said, we've got enough to put you in jail for 10 years, or have you got something to say about President Trump? And he would just start going, just like, good canary. You good canary. We can all live in hope. That'd be my perfect day out, is waking up tomorrow. It's like, Steve Bannon absolutely destroys Donald Trump. Donald Trump's going to jail for 500 years. Film at 11. It's like, yeah.
I do believe something's going to come out that's going to like shock people.
Well, he tried to basically overthrow the government of America. That's pretty fucking shocking shit.
Yeah, but that's so fucking odd. What pisses me off is it's so obvious that shit is. I mean, I don't understand. I still don't understand. I mean, it's just fucked up.
No, I don't think it's sunk into a lot of people on that side that what he tried to do was try to overthrow a legitimately elected government in America, which is like, are you fucking insane? Do you really think the military was going to listen to a word you said if you tried to basically pull a coup d'etat? It's like, fuck off, idiot.
Yeah, I know. That's
Bumbling. Do you think the general, the general, the top military guys, what do they call that? There's like it's basically the very top dudes that sit in the fucking Pentagon in the next office to the president. There's the dude that represents the Army, Navy, and Air Force. What are they? The Joint Chiefs. Is that what they're called? Someone in chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it the Joint Chiefs?
Bunch of big natives.
Well, they're not going to follow the fucking president. In fact, I'm pretty sure most of them were pretty nervous when Trump was in control of the football. And I'm pretty sure they put steps in place to make sure that he couldn't just grab the fucking thing and start going.
Well, it's so different how people think. I mean, he's got to take these cards out, put them in the thing, and the thing, they're not going to let him do that. But the crazy thing was, like you said, people actually did believe that Trump was going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And take it back, take back. But like the military wasn't going to listen to him. Biden's president. I mean, he was going out of office. He's not the leader no more. Those last few fucking weeks that you're there, you're just there.
You're window dressing, son. Just accept it. You should have had your shit already packed and scooted off to wherever the fuck you were going to move to, and saved everyone the embarrassment of like you should have got a fucking U-Haul truck yourself and taken all your gold and fucking trinkets and fucked off. Now, let's not forget, people died.
Yeah.
Police officers fucking died. That fucking lady got basically shot in the face for nothing because she was basically lied to by the man that she thought was the president. She
was warned like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but the only reason she was there, I'm gonna guess, is because she heard and read Trump's tweet, and there was one specific tweet that's a real hot potato that can be interpreted several different ways, and I think that's the one that's going to fucking really get him. Where he's basically, one could put forward, are you arguing for a violent insurrection in the Capitol? Sure, sounds like it to me.
Yeah.
Or at least encouraging and fucking blowing on the hot embers. And
the only thing he didn't do was say attack the Capitol. That's the only thing he didn't do. I mean, but he fucking walked around it and hinted to it so goddamn much. It was pitiful.
Now, there's one tweet where he worded a certain thing. He didn't openly say it, but like I said, one could interpret it several ways. And one of those ways could be you just basically lit the fucking match and put it to the fuse that will be what is come to known as the insurrection. And you were that little final spark that was required to get combustion. And it's like,
and when it was happening, he was in this fucking big ass tent thing, drinking champagne and watching it on a fucking television.
Oh, he also assaulted a fucking Secret Service agent because he wanted to be taken down to the protest, and they went, no. And he went, you're taking me there? And he went, no. And he apparently tried to punch on with the Secret Service agent.
Apparently, this kind of shit happened a lot during his presidency, too. He jumped on people a lot like that.
Yeah, and all the Proud Boys, a couple of them are already in fucking prison for this shit. They're already gone, those fuckers. What's that? Who was that dickhead with the fucking cow horns on his head? Where's that prick now? Is he getting his vegan meals in prison? I hope so, poor little baby. Fucking dickhead that guy is.
The cow.
Fucking wanker.
He was an idiot, but yeah.
You know, and look, we've got our own version down here. His name's Clive Palmer. Luckily, a very, very small percent of the voting population takes him seriously. But he basically did what Trump did, but just ramped it the fuck up with the anti-vax shit and the rest of that shit. And anyway, yeah, I hope they throw him in jail for a long time for something totally unrelated, just to make him fume a little bit extra. And he also hates going to court, so charge him with as many different things and as many different cases and as many different jurisdictions as you fucking can.
Ricky? How so, Ricky? You always come here and say shit like that. And that's just blatantly bullshit, though.
Here's the thing, though, Ricky. Most of the people in government that ran government properly, they all fucking bailed, and you were left with a bunch of inept fuckwits. Like, go and have a look at who was running the education in America for a while there. That lady was scary. She wasn't qualified for that job. And there were so many other dudes that were in control of government departments that had no qualifications. That were just Trump's friends, Trump's sycophants. Now, I'm not saying Biden's the fucking answer either.
No, Biden's not. But
all politicians are professional fucking liars. It's just some have got slightly better policy platforms, and I at this point in time, if I've got to compare conservative policies compared to Democratic policies, I still have to slightly side with the Democrats, and it's over one issue right now, and that's the right for women to have bodily autonomy, and that's my decide. That's my I'm one of those sort of voters at the moment.
You brought it. I got something to tell you.
So
I wanted to respond, but so many. I want to tell you this. I wanted to respond to this, but so many people did it. Responded. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna do it." O.J. Simpson came out, right? And look, he was and he was talking about pro-life, pro-choice, and all that shit. And he was like, you can't tell what to do with women's bodies, and like, dude, you killed a woman.
Oh God! Look, and I just want to say this to Rick too.
Allegedly,
I'm totally cool if a decent, patriotic, conservative Republican gets out. Like, I'd be much happier if the American people elected Mike Pence, a young Earth creationist, to the office. Because here's the thing: at least he gives a fuck about America. Trump didn't give a shit about America. He gave a shit about Trump, and that's the big thing. It's like I'm not a fan of conservative politics. I'm not a fan of fucking or Romney. I'd be down with Romney as a president because he's a fucking patriot and he gives a fuck about America and American people. And I'm pretty sure at some level Pence does too. And I'm nearly utterly sure that Trump doesn't.
He can't do that.
And I'll leave it at that. I would have much rather seen Pence or Romney.
Yeah,
America would have been far better off. Well, even Pence, because Pence is going to listen to his fucking advisors because he's a fucking politician. He's been in the game for a while. He was a governor. He plays the game. He'll listen to his experts at some level. Anyway, I'll stop ranting about it.
That's for sure.
What'd you say?
That was the scariest. I said he's certainly not interested in looking like a fool. That was abundantly clear when he served.
Yeah.
He knows business as usual. He knows how the game of politics is played. That's for sure.
And he wasn't a petulant fucking child like Trump was.
No, but he's a dangerous man with dangerous ideas.
Yeah, he is.
Here's what I'm
hoping. He knows
that,
how to execute them.
I hope that the Republican Party has its reckoning really soon and the building implodes and collapses upon all of them. But out of the plume of dust walks Mitt Romney like a fucking T-800 and just dusts himself off and just starts walking towards the next election with a bunch of actual Republicans like Liz Cheney and people like that give a fuck about America. Like, if you're a Republican, you should look at Liz Cheney right now and go, you're a fucking legend, lady, for standing up to the big golden boy. It's like, good for you. He's like Trump's going after other Republicans that he doesn't like. Like, he's going after Cheney, and she's a Republican. You want Republicans in office, even if you get reelected, Trump. You're so dumb that you're pouring money into that one election where there's other seats and other states that need Republican funding to help them get elected, and you're ignoring them, just pouring because it's a personal fucking goddamn grudge against Liz Cheney because she stood up and went, this guy's a fucking wanker. He's full of shit from the very beginning. So good on her. Fucking legend. I hope she survives Trump's attempted political.
Ricky, what right-wing site did you get that off of? Whatever.
Yeah, well,
nobody is saying Biden is the best president, but he's not the worst president ever. That's just not true.
We've also got inflation here, and there's so many other countries going through inflation. So it's
the way the world is right now. A lot of things, but people live in this the American bubble. They don't know what's going on in the rest of the fucking world. It's like the whole gas thing. Biden did that. Well, I guess Biden did it in Ireland. I guess he did it in Germany and Australia. You know, because gas is up every fucking where.
They had to take half the government excise off fuel to keep it under or around $2 a litre in Australia. Well, there's just shit's not good everywhere right now. It's just inflation's a problem because I don't know. We just had a global pandemic which ground the world to a complete fucking standstill for 2.5 fucking years, which we're trying to come out of, and guess what's happening in Australia, right? Massive spike in COVID cases, hospitals under stress again. 10,000 people dead.
Ricky, really, Ricky. He says stop worrying about Trump. Well, yes, we know Trump lost. The Trumpers is the one that won't admit that he lost and won't stop talking about him.
Yeah, like Biden apparently has been in contact with OPEC and said, hey, Arab dudes, how about releasing a bit of that strategic, let's get a bit of oil on the market and get that,
he's trying
get the output going again and put out more barrels of crude oil per day to get the price. And here's the thing too, crude oil prices in the last week, I do believe, have come down a little bit. So they reckon by the start of next year that we should hit the top of the cycle of interest rate increases and all that. Because I'm watching, we got a mortgage and we're terrified at the mortgage increases. Yeah, this shit's not fun in the world because there was a fucking pandemic.
Yeah.
And remember who said that was a Democrat hoax at the very beginning? This fucking virus is just a Democrat hoax. Don't worry about it, people. And then how many Americans fucking died? How many? Was it over 1 million?
Yeah. Look, is Biden doing a great job? No. No. But here's the thing.
He inherited a clusterfuck.
Exactly. He inherited the biggest fucking clusterfuck of all time. I mean, he inherited. Look, and nobody blames Trump for COVID, but they blame him for the way he handled it. Could have handled it way fucking better. But the thing about it is, he didn't handle it right. Biden came in, tried his best with handled it that way. Is he great? No. Is he good? No. But is he fucking Trump? No. And do I want him to run again? No. But we all know this. Biden was the best option to run against Trump. That's fucking fact. Trump would have beat anybody else except Biden, I believe. I believe that with all my heart.
Look, here's the reality of America. Now, I won't go so far as to say it's a failed experiment, but you need a brand. You need to rebrand. You are not the United States of America. So what I propose is that the conservative folks have a union and the left-leaning states have a union, and you guys work it out between yourselves, and you guys become little nations and do your own things, because no longer are you the fucking United States. I'm sorry, but when it's just the United States implies that you would have a federal rule set that you all followed instead of letting every state go, yeah, no, maybe. That's not united. That's called a clusterfuck.
Rick, are you reading the words that you're writing? Biden is the one that's Trump is the most divisive president of all time. He actually pissed off so many other fucking countries, our allies, everybody. At least Biden is trying to get the. You know who Trump butted up to? Fucking Kim Jong-un.
And
Putin.
Don't forget he was Putin. Yeah, Putin's buddy.
I mean, fuck,
Putin thinks
dude.
he's a clown.
I mean, look, I'm not, like I said, nobody is saying that Biden's bad. Well, I also want to clarify the reason I think Biden was the only option to beat. And this is truly my opinion, is because of the Obama run. That's what I think. He was Obama's vice president, and Obama was an extremely popular president.
Yep.
Extremely fucking popular. And so I think that was a big rub for Biden. I think that was one of the biggest reasons that he had the best chance to beat Trump. And I didn't give a fuck if it was Kermit the Frog. I would have voted for Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, it's just Trump's not a politician, and Trump was in it to set himself up for after his presidency. And
I'm not totally against conservatives, Ricky. I want you to know that I am not totally. I always said I wouldn't have, Did he have policies that I disagree with? Yes, but I always said I think John McCain would have been a good president.
Yeah, look, I'm actually a bit of a fan of McCain because I didn't know his full story, and once I heard that he was a VIP, once I heard he was a fucking prisoner of war, and he wouldn't leave the Hanoi Hilton, which was a fucking hellhole. He refused to go because apparently his dad was a politician or brass in the military. And once the North Koreans found that out, they went, oh, shit, you can go home. And they stopped mistreating him. And he refused to go and said, I'm not leaving until all these guys can come with me. And he worked with Bernie Sanders on the first responder sting about the 9/11 stuff, right? So he was willing to cross the floor.
He was respectful. He handled it. And it was their policies. I absolutely disagree. And same thing like with Romney, right? I don't agree with Romney on a lot of shit, but I would much, much, much rather see Romney be president or somebody like Romney or McCain. I don't know much about this DeSantis guy. A lot of people think that he's kind of like that. Do you know much about him, Raisin?
Just no.
I don't know a lot about him. I haven't done much following on DeSantis or wherever he fucks is. I haven't done much research on him.
Just say no to Florida man. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, McCain may have pointed
that. Okay, he can go to hell.
Well, I don't know, guys. You see, there's a big difference between McCain and Trump, and that's that McCain was a fucking patriot. He's a true American patriot. He loved that fucking shit.
Well, why do you say that though, Gage? Bush was president and he didn't get it overturned. So I don't think that now Trump's appointees did do it. That's facts. But the thing about it is Trump used to support abortion back in the day. It's so fucking weird.
You see, there's the problem, Ricky, is that and both sides do it, is you literally just said you see Biden as Satan. You demonize the other side of politics. And they're just people with different opinions, dude. Yeah, they're not out to destroy America. They're not, it's like...
Yeah, I agree with that. And that's the reason I don't demonize Republicans. I do demonize fucking Trumpians because they're fucking idiots.
Well, no, look, those people that honestly thought he was going to make a difference, and I understand why. So they just saw that career politicians, career liars, don't do anything for them.
Out of the ass.
Well,
Trump got charisma.
That he was something different. He was a change, and they took they gambled. It was a fucking gamble, and sadly, they roll snake eyes.
And you'll never get me here to say that because Trump does know how to connect with people. He's charismatic as fuck.
Yeah, there's a reason why he keeps getting fucking money fucking thrown at him to do fucking weird shit.
He knows people. He knows how to work.
Here's the thing. He's a reality TV star. He's a really bad real estate agent. He ran a casino into the ground until it was bankrupt. Do you know? Go and have a look at the list of casinos that have been licensed in America, and then go and have a look at the list of how many of them went bankrupt. It's a very small proportion of the total list of fucking casinos. Trump was in charge of one of the ones that went. How in the fuck do you get a license to print fucking money with machines that you can set to their payout levels? You can literally go to a poker machine and say, right, and ratchet it up or down on how much it's going to fucking pay out, right? You've seen how they fucking cheat on roulette and all of the other things with magnets and, magnets. How the fuck Do you take a casino and fucking bankrupt it? Ask Trump. And I'm just
Mad a racket with it.
and I'm not saying, Ricky, that you're a Trump
think for
fanboy.
1 minute he didn't make money off of that.
Yeah, it's amazing. He had an airline.
He doesn't give a
That he
shit about
fragged?
his business. He doesn't give a shit about his employees. He doesn't give a shit about his tenants. He never gives a shit about anybody. Trump gives a shit about Trump, and the people that he gives a shit about are maybe like his kids, his family, like something that he sees as a reflection of him. That's the only thing that.
But I think he looks at them as disposable.
What's that?
I think in his mind they're disposable. If he
Certain
had
ones-
to.
So you can see it in the way he treats his different kids.
Yeah.
Which ones are he?
Oh,
sees
the
his-
girls is picked.
Yeah, and don't
The
forget,
one,
guys,
yeah, he's got another one he completely ignores.
there are still many states, or there are still states that allow that procedure to take place. There are other states that are the exact opposite. And I just heard of a case where a very young girl who was raped and fell pregnant, that state has a law that basically forbids her from terminating that whole thing. She had to travel other places. I've heard another lady that took a morning after pill. She may be facing charges. It's just like, well, here's what's going to happen to those states in a year or two. Women are going to realize what the fuck has happened, and it's just going to become those states will become a massive sausage fest.
Yeah, well, the
There's a
processing
thought for
business
you.
is going to start picking up.
There's a thought. It's like any state that basically takes a big shit on a woman's right to bodily autonomy is running the risk of turning into a massive big fucking sausage fest. Because if a state in America, if I was living in America and some state declared that I didn't have the right to my bodily autonomy, I'd get the fuck out of that state. I'd just go, fuck it, I'm out, and find somewhere else to live. There's cutoff points on, and this is why, ladies, we have to talk. Why did you vote for Trump? You're voting against your own best interest there. It's just like 50% of the population is female, and apparently 50% of that 50% wanted to vote for Trump. It's like,
The ones that did, I would guess, are probably pro-life and religious.
Well, he sewed up that vote. He just appears at church and holds a Bible up. Can hold it up the wrong way, upside down. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Can he read the Bible? Probably not. Does he know how to open a book? Probably not. Doesn't matter. As long as he can get that photo up with him going, here, Bible, whee, bam. He gets all of that fucking vote. And more importantly, he gets their money. Do you know how much money Trump made on the campaign trail? Way more money than he made during his presidency. How did he do that? Well, every single fucking convention center that they appeared at, he owned it. He paid him. He got the Republican Party to pay him to appear at Republican Party things. He sewed them up and stitched them up so fucking well. Go and have a look at it. It's all there. Go and have a look at how much money he made from the fucking not from being president, from the run up to the election, just from all of those conventions and rallies that he held at his own convention centers and shit. He made a fucking fortune. Dude played everybody. He's fucking good. I'll give him marks for that. He earned a lot of fucking money.
Not only did he do it, he did it with a strategy that he published as a book. He put the recipe for how I am going to fucking dupe you into voting for me in a book so that you could do it too. And everybody apparently liked the book enough to like him in a reality show, but nobody paid attention to the fact that he was literally running the art of the game during his election season. It was insane.
It's crazy, yeah.
He published this playbook years ago.
Look, we're all on the precipice.
All the DNC had to do was actually read that shit, and they would have known how to defuse them.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Well, the whole world's melting down. Apparently, Sri Lanka's meltdown. Italy's in partial meltdown.
Yeah, it is. I was reading about that
People are
today.
bailing and want to quit, and the Prime Minister said, "I quit," and the President went, "You can't quit."
Yeah, no, I've seen it today.
Like what?
I was reading that today. He's like, "Nah, motherfucker, you ain't going nowhere."
It's like my friends and I can't agree on something. I quit, and El Presidente went, no.
Yeah, I read it today. I was
It's
reading.
like,
that
oh
was-
damn! Your request to be fired has been rejected. You have been unfired. Get back to work. It's like, God damn it!
All right, well, we got a couple minutes left, but I think we'll go ahead and end it early, just a couple minutes early.
A couple of minutes early.
Yeah, because Red, you're pissing me off.
Oh.
Before we go, though, I do want to make an announcement. John Morgan's a fucking prick.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I've got some gold here. So the opposition party in Australia who recently lost an election, who cut off all of the COVID payments in the middle of the pandemic and left a bunch of people up shit creek, they've just come out and called for pandemic leave payment to be reinstated.
Damn.
You fucking ended it, you numpty fuckwits, when you're in government. You don't get to fucking... Oh, God. This is... Yeah. Fuck
No.
you.
Fuck you big time.
All
right.
Why we're having a recession? Like, look, the last the Great Depression was after the Spanish flu.
I'm trying to end this, motherfuckers.
We're not gonna let ya. We're not gonna let
You'll be like
ya,
the
we're
Italian
not gonna
president.
let-
And quantitative easing probably did worse for the
Gonna stay
inflation.
forever. Gonna stay
Alright,
forever.
We love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
August is here.
Hey,
August is
August,
an ugly
we're leaving
event.
now because you came. See you later.
And by the way, John Morgan is a fucking prick.
You
Yeah.
pussy John. I'll go and yell at Shabby after this.
Yeah,
If he's in. Come for you.